everybody? Taco Talk Tuesday. How's everybody doing tonight?
Great, I'm great.
Awesome,
Great to
guys.
be
I'm
back.
your host tonight. I'm so excited about this panel tonight, you guys. We have joining us, we have Delius Kennedy from the Grammy Award-winning group All for One.
Oh, you have to say that.
I wish he would have brought the Grammy and like just said it right there on
We
the
always
table.
have to
that would be
introduce you
great.
like that. That's how we
Right.
introduce you, Delius.
And then we also have Daphne McGarry Clark from ABC's The Fosters. ABC Family's The Fosters.
That's right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And then we have Bobby. He's back. Finally got back from vacation.
All right, Bobby.
Finally.
Beyond
Finally.
Dapper, actor extraordinaire, Bobby Ray Cauley Jr. And little old me, I'm your host at Jeffro 5.
We love you, Jeffrey.
So how was you guys' weekend?
Good.
Busy but good.
Someone put their foot up in the
That's it,
tacos,
football?
man.
Football, no.
You don't do football?
No, I hate sports.
You
So
can't come
boring.
on.
I don't understand it, actually, to be
can't.
honest. I don't understand there's a one ball and 60,000 players.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
It's not going to, because I'm a Lifetime girl, so we gonna watch Lifetime or we not gonna watch nothing.
Well, it sounds like the weekend was good. Mine, I didn't do too much. I think I had a chill. It rained this weekend. That's what it was. Yeah.
It did.
Yeah.
It
I was
rained
in
all
the crib,
weekend, so
chilling.
it was pretty chill.
Yeah, Golden Globes.
Shout out to Naomi though for the game night party. That was cool. All right, so y'all know how we
No
started.
invite, just low key.
Food all in my mouth.
So y'all, so we start the show. Daphne and Delius, we start the show every week with a shot. Everybody has a little shot glass in front of them.
Okay.
Let's go ahead, toast it up.
Mine's virgin. Okay, thank you.
It's
Mine
virgin
too.
of everything. All right,
I hope.
let's go.
It's not. No. Mine is not bird.
It's lemonade, but it's strong.
good,
It's
though. It's
strong. It's strong.
I like how you playing along with it though. All right, y'all. So we are going to jump into hot topics. We
All right.
have a lot of things that we are going to cover tonight. Of course, we're going to start with biggest thing this weekend were the 2015 Golden Globe.
Yes.
Awards. Did you guys watch?
Watched it.
I watched a little bit, but football was on. So.
Oh my God! Would you stop talking about this
You
football?
know what I'm just saying, though.
Just went a little back and
Just
forth
saying.
between.
I went back and forth.
What's more important than football? Golden Globes. Thank
How
you
you
very
an
much.
actor in Hollywood and you're not watching
No.
Exactly.
But it's the Texas.
Are you trying to go
season.
to the Super Bowl?
But he
or
did
the-
watch it though.
I watched
He
it.
said went back and forth.
Whatever.
All right, so what are some highlights? What's some things you guys enjoyed about the show?
Tina Fey
And Amy Poehler. Loved them. Loved
It's
them.
a shame that they're quitting after this.
I definitely thought they
Really?
Yeah,
did.
they said they're quitting. They said this is
This
last
is
time.
the last time doing it?
they've been saying this is the last time doing it. But you really
They said they
think
were
it's gonna be
quitting.
the
I
last
don't
one?
think they.
But they've done it for 3 years, right? This is
This
the
is
third
third
year.
year.
Got it.
I don't think they're gonna quit.
I feel like they were just saying that next year they're gonna.
Right, because they're trying to get a bigger
build it up.
check. They want
They're
that
gonna
money.
build-
They
yeah,
want
yeah.
the money.
They should pay them
Right.
everything.
But you know, I heard Kevin Hart was in the running because he really wanted to host
know.
it, so he mentioned it in
I
an
wouldn't be
interview.
mad at
just
that.
off the strength of his tuxedo, you want.
I didn't like the tuxedo.
Yeah, I know.
Nah,
I-
he can't.
I want like Ellen again, like Ellen or
I like
Well,
Tina Fey
but
and Amy.
real quick, instead with Tina and Amy, let's take a look at some of their highlights from their
Okay.
opening monologue of the show.
Celebrate all the great television shows that we know and love, as well as all the movies that North Korea was okay with. Boyhood proves that there are still great roles for women over 40, as long as you get hired when you're under 40. George Clooney married Amal Alamuddin this year. Amal is a human rights lawyer who worked on the Enron case, was an advisor to Kofi Annan regarding Syria, and was selected for a 3-person UN commission investigating rules of war violations in the Gaza Strip. So tonight, her husband is getting a Lifetime Achievement Award. In Into the Woods, Cinderella runs from her prince, Rapunzel is thrown from a tower for her prince, and Sleeping Beauty just thought she was getting coffee with Bill Cosby. Celebrate all the great television.
I thought that was hilarious, the Bill Cosby thing.
I didn't see. I ain't like the Bill Cosby shit was awkward to me.
it
Really?
really was
Yeah, it was a little like ooh.
You felt it was
I don't
awkward
know.
too?
a little awkward. It was like too soon.
Yeah.
Just a little too soon.
No, and that's the best time to do it. It's fresh. I mean, if it was
No.
old news, it'd be like, oh, they're using these old recycled jokes.
I
I don't
know.
know.
I
It was
mean,
just a little. It was a little tough. I don't know.
I like how they
Maybe
played
it's
on
a
everything. They brought humor to every situation that's happened, like the hacking and the Bill Cosby. So they brought humor
Right.
to it. So you got to kind of laugh to keep from crying. And
We have to just say these are alleged allegations against Bill Cosby. He has not been tried or charged with anything.
Very
Alleged.
true. Very
You know, in
true.
America,
Yeah.
where you are innocent until proven guilty. I mean, that's what's supposed to be. But
Proven
you're
innocent.
guilty.
Then you
Yeah.
prove-
In the States, you're guilty
Guilty
until
until
proven
you're
innocent.
innocent, right. Got it.
Well, to highlight some of the big wins from the night, you had Best Picture Drama, which went to Boyhood, comedy
Okay.
Grand Budapest Hotel.
Okay.
For TV, you had Best Series Drama, The Affair, comedy Transparent. Actor in the drama was Eddie Redmayne for Theory of Everything.
I liked
Michael
it.
Keaton in a comedy. Julianne Moore, she won for Still Allison in drama. Kevin Spacey, House of Cards in a TV series. And Ruth Wilson for Best Actress in a TV series for The Affair. Long list of others, but I just want to give the main.
Kevin Spacey really deserved it
so
because
glad Kevin
it's so
Spacey
long
won.
overdue. House of
Right.
Cards is a phenomenal show. Him and Robin Wright, is that right?
Yes, Robin Wright.
They do so, like, the show is bomb.
It's crazy.
So, I mean, I think there's been many years he's been nominated, but this is the year that he's won. Well deserved.
I was really happy to see Michael Keaton win because I'm
Yeah.
not sure if he's ever won a Golden Globe in his career.
I don't think so either.
I'm happy to see that film that took 12 years to make actually got recognized with Boyhood.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you spend your whole life making a film and with the hopes that maybe somebody might see it?
I would love to
I
see
know,
what that
right?
contract look
haven't
like
even
for the
seen it.
actors that were in that film.
Right? No. You know
It's
what
gonna
I
be over
thought
for
about?
12 years
You
long,
know what I thought
right?
about, and I hate to sound crazy, but this is just me. I know I'm stupid. What if
Spit it out.
what if somebody like died? Like,
Oh, during the...
like year
Oh,
8,
process.
you worked it
Wow.
into the script,
Yeah.
They probably
and then you
never
get
read the
a
script.
fast track to the Oscars.
Then he would
Yeah.
have had a stepmother.
There you go.
right.
Or father.
But I was just thinking. I was just thinking. You wishing
I
dad.
know, right?
Different child. I'm sorry. That could have been anybody. Anyway, so
Really?
take away from that.
Jeffrey?
Nobody died. The film got made.
Right.
It was recognized.
Yeah, let's not...
Thank
Yeah.
God.
Let's not think about something that don't exist.
But
Okay?
also the big thing with all these award shows, of course, are the fashion for the award
Yes.
shows. So
Yes.
I would love to know you guys' best and worst picks of the night.
Okay, let me
We
go
gonna
first, 'cause
start-
I'm a girl.
Ladies first.
Thank you very much. I actually had two, but Kate Hudson in that white
That's safe.
dress that fit her like a glove. Now you can, some people can't wear white because it's like the color that makes you look bigger, but she wore that dress to a T, honey. She was looking fierce. Loved it. Now on the other hand, Keira Knightley, I don't know what she was thinking, but she should have thought again and stayed home with that dress. So what is this, Little House on the Prairie? What are we
Yeah.
doing with butterflies all flying? I can't. I just
I bet you it looked better in the mannequin in the mirror. You
Yeah.
know, that's when
Yeah.
you buy it.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
I mean, go ahead.
I think best dressed was Reese Witherspoon. She reminded me of Jessica. Worst dressed, and there should be no reason for this to be the worst dress was my Tina Fey. Tina Fey had an outfit like she is the. All right, here's what we do know. She knew she was gonna be the host.
Let's get the facts right, okay?
She knew that they'd be looking at her all night. How the hell do you come out in that boxy looking?
Well,
piece
she
of
had
crap?
several dresses that she was going to
Yeah,
put on
she-
during the
she-
night, so that was
yeah.
just one of many.
So that bet you that was one a friend made. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna wear these other,
Mm-hmm.
high class ones, and you're my friend for like 10 second grade. We've been tight in second grade. I'm gonna go ahead and put you on the map with this one.
Yeah,
Bobby, how about you?
I went with dudes because I just don't know too much.
You
about
went with
the
dudes because
ladies.
you was doing
No,
football
I'm saying,
and
you
then
know,
dudes, so you just simple,
You know,
just
just
easy
keep
for
it
you.
simple.
Your attention
You
span.
know, easy.
I went with
Who's your best
Matt Bomer, I think his name is. With the
Who?
come on.
Let me see. But men all look the
Come
same.
on.
I mean, it's a
nah,
tux.
but he stood out. It
No,
was,
not
it
really.
was, it was elegant, but it was fitted, and it wasn't too much,
No,
and it was simple though. It was understated.
but it looks like
Classic.
everybody else.
No, it
that was a
don't,
man
because
on
the
carpet.
blue lace like the midnight blue kind of with
Right.
a little hint
Oh.
of just pizzazz.
Okay.
And then the worst was Alan Cumming. I was just
Oh wow, yeah.
Wow.
Ooh,
Yeah, I don't know,
that
these
was-
shoes
ooh.
going at the
shoes
bottom.
and the
Listen.
whole nude.
Oh
like the
wait,
shirt,
do you guys know
everything?
who? Y'all know who
Wrong.
his date was for the Golden Globes?
Yes. Oh,
That,
Monica Lewinsky.
Yes.
He took Monica
Yeah.
Lewinsky.
Okay,
Monica
please
Lewinsky.
tell
Yes.
me she wore a blue dress. Please tell me.
With the stain on it.
Did she wear a blue dress?
No, but I'm like,
I dare her.
I was literally like,
No.
I was so thinking like, how do you walk into a place with Monica
Lewinsky.
Lewinsky?
Yeah, they were
Dog.
talking about that. That was like the talk of the
Yeah,
night.
at the
because
parties,
it's like,
I
how do
didn't
you
know
get
that with Monica Lewinsky.
You're like,
That's rough.
What do
I feel
do?
like people kind of how they looked at the award show when Prince showed up. They were in awe.
Yes, they were
It was
like,
kinda
yeah.
this, the opposite. They saw Monica Lewinsky.
They were like, why? Like,
like,
why would
I
you
don't
do
get
that?
He probably had a good night though. You know why she's there though?
Why?
Because I guess I
I'm just
remember
saying.
hearing recently she's trying to rebuild her image, and publicist told her that she should change her last name.
Yes, I heard that
And
too.
she's like,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want to change my last name. So she's probably just trying to up her profile.
Because she can't
by-
get really, she can't really get a job with that
Yeah, she
last
get a
name.
job and all that, but
So it's like, well,
I mean,
you
she
might
have
as
to
well-
change her face because you recognize Monica Lewinsky.
You do.
All right, and my picks,
had a good night.
actually, I ended up having the same exact choices as Daphne did. I thought that Kate Hudson, she
Yes.
looked great at
She
the show.
did.
Like she,
You
killed
can't
it.
top that.
And then I just didn't understand what Keira Knightley was going
Yes.
through. I know that she's pregnant, so this may have been something that was
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
It might,
She's
but
pregnant.
still, though, come on. How many of these actresses have we seen in their pregnant phases?
But they still look beautiful
And
and
they can do
elegant
something.
and right.
I've seen at least 16 dresses that night that could be pregnant.
That was very,
That look better than that.
She could have worn Lena
Some of those
Dunham's dress.
big Cinderella ball gowns that go out to here. You
Yeah.
can be
that
pregnant.
thing
Yeah.
was very
She could've worn
Little
Kerry
House on
Washington's
Prairie.
too.
Yes,
like-
but so was Claire Danes also had a dress like Keira Knightley that was just so hideous. I was
Yeah,
like,
Claire
why
Danes,
would
she didn't give
you? What would
reviews
you
on hers
like?
either.
Like you spend weeks thinking about this. Why would you pick that choice? I just don't understand.
Well, the Golden Globes, again, it was an entertaining show. Everybody sat there, got drunk. I enjoyed it.
It was cool.
It was cool.
It was good.
All right,
Great
so
show.
now we're going to move on next
Football is
topic.
bad.
So, guys, moving on. We're going to
Say
go
football
to
one more time. Say football one more time. Say football one more time. Say it.
we're going to
Say
move
it.
on to a little bit more of a serious note, things that are actually, going on in the news. Entertainment is
here we go.
fun, but we're going to take a minute to acknowledge. So,
Okay.
it's been a little bit of tragedy. The year really just started. We're only at the 13th day, and in both Nigeria and France, there have been just madness
Tragedies,
happening.
yeah.
Chaos.
And the thing that got me today, I saw a headline today on CNN. It read, France and Nigeria, two countries rocked by terror with very different reactions. So
Right.
just a little bit of quick backstory. So almost immediately following the news of the first terrorist attack that eventually killed 17 people across France, the global community united around the Twitter hashtag Je suis Charlie. I worked on my French for that. And just days later, foreign leaders linked arms with their French counterparts to lead this historic million-person strong rally. Boko Haram militants killed as many as 2,000 people, mostly civilians, in a massacre in the country of Baga, which is in northern Nigeria. Wow. They started the weekend before the attacks that happened in downtown Paris. Now, both the attacks in Nigeria and in Paris are shocking and horrifying in their own respects, and yet one fomented an unprecedented international reaction, while the response to the attacks in Nigeria paled in comparison. It took at least 5 days after it happened for us to find out about it, and 8 days later, it's still not the headline for any major U.S. news article.
Now you're gonna pick a heavy topic like that.
I mean, we
That's
gotta
heavy.
talk about it.
That's
and the
heavy.
reason,
They're not talking
the
about it,
reason
so
that
we
I
got
actually
to.
picked that topic was because of the last point I made. I saw it in a blog. They said that how it's not a major headline in any U.S. media outlet,
Right.
and I feel we are a media outlet, and so for me to ignore that, I would be doing the same as the rest of the outlets are.
Kudos to you.
Right. But also today, General Major James Marks, he sat down on CNN Newsday and he did an interview just talking about it. So we're going to take a quick look at that clip and we'll come back.
The United States unilaterally could do almost anything it needs to do to root out Boko Haram. It would be a long-term effort, but it could be done. And the United States has the capability. All the elements of power, we have those.
So why
in
not?
Complete. It's not a priority. That's the problem. We are committed elsewhere in the world. Black West Africa is not a priority. Very stark, very hard to say, but that's the case right now. It's a regional issue. If we were to see Boko Haram appear in some other region of the world, white Africa, which is North Africa, or in the Mideast in some way, we would be alarmed. But it's a regional issue. It recruits regionally. There's a limitless supply of radicals in that part of the world that are willing to do these incredibly barbarous acts. But if we can contain it, if it can be contained, if it can self-contain, in other words, it doesn't have an ability to metastasize or expand elsewhere, frankly, sadly, we're okay with it. The United States...
Ooh.
All right, you guys. So what are you guys' thoughts on that?
He's right.
I agree.
Glad a white man said it.
Yes, I agree. I think
Yeah.
both issues and both travesties.
Travesties.
There, you can see. Thank you.
Not even French. Okay, that's English.
They're both universal. I don't really think one should be bigger than the other. I think both deserve a worldly media outlet of exposure to let people know what's going on. But I do think race plays a really big issue in our society today, and it's really unfortunate that some stories get more media coverage than others.
Listen, black on black killings has never been an issue for media. So yeah, am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Am I
You're right.
Black on black has never been so. And you're in Nigeria, you have blacks killing more blacks,
And you know what,
no
I
one's
also
covering it,
saw
and it's
Right,
there.
exactly.
Like they're not
I
worried
also
about
saw
that.
the situation with the shootings in Paris. Had they walked in and they killed 12 black people or black or brown people in there, that the headline, it would not be about freedom of speech.
Right.
It would be
All
very
right.
very muted regarding that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That goes without saying. It's messed up, but I mean, I don't know. I agree with y'all. So I don't
I think it's just I don't know how I feel about him saying it's not a priority. He gave his reasons because he's a general, so he's served and everything. But for him to say it's not a priority because it wasn't in a specific part of the country, it
doesn't matter. It still happened.
It's still
priority
happened,
or not. I mean, priority or not. But I'm saying it
But I agree with you. I don't agree with that though.
I don't.
I think so. If those Africans if those guys did some kind of terror plot and they did that in Europe, it would be a issue.
Again, it's just the biggest thing for me is that France is where the world leaders went. They locked arms,
they
marched, they did all that,
and
everything in the headline. Every time you turn on the news, it's been about the situation happened in France. But the thing with Nigeria is just kind of an afterthought.
You have to go look for it to find out that it actually happened.
No, I'm saying if the people that did that in Nigeria, if they did some kind of plane hijacking and did the same thing like 9/11, but they flew.
Oh yeah, if that was done in Europe, that would take over all media.
That's what I'm saying. I thought you were disagreeing with that.
But I agree with Delius. I think black on black is not as important, quote unquote, or a priority because it happens every day.
Yeah,
so it's not as like
they don't care about it.
It's not like, oh my god.
I can agree on that. But 2,000 people, that's a lot.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
And that's just the estimated number. So, all right. Oh no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, did Obama say anything? I don't even.
No, and that's another thing that no U.S. leader was present at the march when everyone was there. Like not president, vice president, like no U.S. leader was present to be in that march.
How many was it? Boca Raton? Boca Raton? How many? What are these people's names?
How
many of them are there that did all this? Because I'm thinking you killed 2,000 people. I'm thinking 2,000 people can probably overtake. 15.
It was like women, kids.
Yeah,
it was like children and women.
They put a bomb to a 10-year-old girl. Yeah. They strapped it to her, so she was the detonator for the.
Oh wait, a bomb exploded in the middle of.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh wow,
that's
crazy.
And again, this all happened. I think it said like 5 days prior to the Paris thing happening, but we didn't hear about it until after the whole Paris situation.
But the White House knew about this.
The White House,
right?
Of
course. But has a situation like the Paris tragedy, has that ever happened before? It's never happened.
That I've seen mentioned, no.
Right. So, but in Africa, stuff like this happens quite often. So I think people feel like it's not really as relevant as something like Paris, someone going in and shooting up a place.
And if I could just be Whoopi Goldberg and say that nothing's ever racist.
It's not that nothing's ever racist. It's only that black people.
Yeah, right. I ain't even finished my statement yet.
I just wanted to do it because
slam that hand down.
Right. You just said don't slam anything down. They did cover when the girls went missing. Worldwide, everybody.
But another point they made too is what happened to that. We had the hashtag Bring Back Our Girls. What happened?
They're still gone, right?
They didn't bring. What happened to that? Yeah. But you have this hashtag Je suis Charlie, and
it's constantly updated.
Je suis Charlie.
I'm just saying.
Say it again. Say it one more time.
Actually, I'm gonna transition into our next
story. It means I am Charlie.
It means yes, I am Charlie. So going into our
call you out.
Our next story is with the Je suis Charlie, Madonna. She is using the situation to promote her new album. We talked about Madonna last week, how she put the bondage. If you haven't seen the cover for her album, it's called Rebel Heart, and she put the bondage over her face, and she did this to Dr. King, Nelson Mandela, Princess Diana, and a Jesus statue. Well, the latest thing since that she's done, she posted a photo of protesters carrying the signs with the words Je suis Charlie, and she put different captions on it. One of the captions said, we must respect all religions, but we must also respect human life. Killing the name of God is man's idea and not God's. Hashtag Living for Love, hashtag Rebel Hearts. Living for Love is one of the tracks on her album. Rebel Heart is the name of the album. And then she also had We Can Only Fight Darkness with Light, We Are All Charlie. Hashtag Revolution of Love, hashtag Rebel Hearts. Revolution of Love is a track on her album.
So she's taking this situation, she's promoting her album at the same time.
And also, as you pointed out, Je suis Charlie, it stands for I am Charlie. It's a slogan that was adopted by the supporters of freedom of speech in Paris.
Again, no.
Go ahead, Delius. You tackle that one first. Since you were in the music
man.
world.
Grammy.
Go ahead, Delius.
Grammy.
What do you think?
I kind of don't see the big deal with it totally. I mean,
I
think the words with what she was saying is what should be looked at. About traveling darkness and light and all that. And I think we live in such a social media world that you kind of everyone tags something.
But can I ask you a question? Have you ever used a tragic story to promote anything for your music?
I haven't, and I haven't heard the songs.
Or what extent would you go to do that?
Well, it depends. Like I haven't heard the songs that she's promoting. So if these songs, like "Living for Love" or whatever, kind of speaks to what this was, what happened here,
then
it's okay, you know.
Okay.
But
I would say the same thing, but I mean, I do think it's. I don't think she's wrong, but I think it's just kind of corny.
Corny?
Yeah, just a little.
Corny's your word.
I'm not even sure what that word is.
So how I feel-
It's like a '90s word, right?
Okay, that's your word.
How I feel
Corny.
What's
I
wrong
feel
with
kind of
corny?
with how you pointed
Nothing
out
if
with
it's
Tina
1993.
Fey and Amy Poehler with the Bill Cosby jokes. Like, oh, you said that was too soon. They shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
That's how I feel with Madonna using this to promote her album.
It's tacky.
It's tacky.
Thank
It's
you.
very tacky.
That's a better word than
That's what I
corny.
explained. I
Corny
think it's
is
tacky.
back in the
Is
day.
the album out? The album's not out yet, right?
No, the album has come out, and Madonna was just listed as one of the performers for the Grammy Awards this year.
Right.
Listen.
But also she had didn't her album get released?
Yep,
it got leaked.
Who's
Six
it?
tracks,
Madonna's it?
six
Right.
tracks did. It got leaked.
Madonna?
Yeah.
Listen, Madonna has been around since the history of music, apparently. She knows what she's doing.
Yep,
Yeah.
she
She's
does.
done it
Okay,
successfully
but
with
why-
every album she's
To
released.
your point, she's been around that long. Madonna has millions of fans. She's sold out.
Followers,
She's
yeah.
done all this. So why is she using these tacky ploys to sell music?
Corny.
I don't see Celine Dion or any of the other people that have been around as long as Madonna doing.
That's
the
what
same-
Madonna-
Elton John
that's what
and
Madonna
Celine
does.
Dion
do
sell
that.
albums.
You also don't see Celine Dion going straight to the top of the charts anymore.
Yeah,
she's got a
That's what she
catalog.
in Vegas still sells.
True.
That's
out.
okay.
That's very
She's
true.
got a catalog,
Yeah.
and people will come and see her. But Madonna's releasing a record, and in Madonna's fashion, it has to top the charts. Every record
It's
she
an expectation.
released has topped the
Yeah.
charts, so she has to do something
Yeah.
to make sure
And,
that this record.
and records don't sell like they used to.
They
Like,
They sure don't, because
so
you can
she-
get music
Unless you're Taylor
online. You
Swift,
can,
right?
yeah,
and that
Taylor
bitch is
Swift,
good.
right?
yeah, she is. She does. Her music is dope.
All right, well,
Taylor-
if
Taylor
you
fan.
guys are
Taylor.
interested, Rebel Hearts come out later this year. Madonna's performing at the Grammy, so
Okay.
check for her.
I
So,
guarantee you,
You
it'll be
got-
an interesting performance.
Can you get us in?
To the Grammys? Well, I can get you in. You want to work?
All right,
get you
so
a service
moving
man
along,
out
guys. So now we gonna go back to
God, this-
again. I caught it a few
gotta
weeks
work.
ago. This is the topic, or at least a story that just keeps on giving. Bill Cosby is back in the news.
No, wait.
So
Wait.
Bill has decided, since everyone knows what's going on with Bill Cosby, allegedly he's been accused of sexual assault charges. He is Allegedly. He is now at over 24 women accusing him of this.
I said it's over 30 now.
Yeah, over 30, right. The most notable being model Janice Dickinson and
Beverly
model
Johnson.
Beverly Johnson as well.
Hey,
So
nobody's believing
Bill-
Janice Dickinson, but
Bill
Yeah, nobody, 'cause
decided
she's
he decided to
pregnant.
continue with his comedy tour. This past weekend, he was in Ontario, Canada,
Yep.
where he was met by fans with some not so
Oh,
pleasant words. So we're gonna take a look at that. We'll come back.
Stop. Let them stop.
we believe Cosby.
Listen, now, here we're going to continue with our show. Stop. No, don't do this, please. That's all right. Stop. It's all right.
They were not seeing it for Bill, but what do you guys think about that?
It comes with it, man. It comes with it. I feel bad because he, like you said, he hasn't been like convicted. I mean, of course he can't be, but I mean, freedom of speech. They can say what they want.
I guess so. I think the joke's on them because they paid for the ticket.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they
get paid
for tickets
regardless.
and got escorted out by security.
Yeah,
so.
right.
You know,
I think that was their. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I think that was their. I think that was their agenda, though. They just came like, I'm gonna fuck this up because
I just came to
hate
give you
him
some
now.
more money. I'm gonna give you some
Yeah.
money so I can say something and get
and
out.
they just had to prove
Right.
their point. Like, fuck Cosby.
I just have a real problem with the story because I feel he is being accused of something where you have Stephen Collins, who was on Seventh Heaven for years, and he
Yeah.
actually admitted to
He
sexual.
was pulled though. All of his roles and things that he booked, they.
I understand
snatched
that,
him.
but if we're going on just from covering the story with the France and the Nigeria story, his story was swept under the rug. But Bill Cosby is in the headlines every day for being accused of something when this Stephen Collins actually admitted to. I have a
Now,
real
do you
problem
think though
with that.
him admitting to it and talking about, because he did an interview with I think
Makes
Katie
it-
Couric, but he spoke on it. Bill Cosby is ignoring.
Yeah,
He's not
he-
saying anything. Is that why it's a bigger story?
Exactly. It's
That's
been
true.
long
I don't
been
think-
known.
I don't
Because I think if he actually spoke on it, I mean,
They're going to crucify Bill Cosby regardless of what he
Regardless.
says. But when you have it's to me now it goes down to a race thing where you have a white man who admitted to something and you have a black man who's being accused of something. It doesn't make sense to me and it's not fair. When Stephen Collins' story, they're like, okay, well you admitted to it, so okay you can go and live your life. But Bill Cosby being crucified for something that he hasn't even been convicted of.
That's true.
It's a
I
real
feel you.
problem.
And with only I think that's one part of it. But before that, I still think if these women, if they did or didn't, I think they have the freedom of speech to be able to come out with their story if they want.
I
to.
agree with that, but then let's start getting some facts and some evidence, and let's start
But
putting
it's
this on.
30 years ago.
But so why wait all this time? If I have a story, if I was violated, raped, whatever, I'm not going to wait 30 years to come out with a story when a black man who had the biggest show on television that we all grew up to, who's about to again come onto a network with another show. I mean, they're trying to take him
they're saying
down.
that's the
But
reason
that's
that they
you,
didn't
though.
do it, because he was so big, and these were all
They
models and
feared
people
him.
trying to make
But,
it.
but that doesn't
time.
make any sense for today.
But that was their logic.
Find the
Right.
biggest artists out today,
Right.
and you have some damage on them. Trust me, you're like, oh, I'm getting paid.
Right.
But that's
for
today.
today. You're
That's
going
today.
This
down.
happened
That's
in the
today.
late 70s and in the 80s.
80s, and
It
even
was
in the
different.
90s.
Totally different time though.
And
And
these were all women. They were all models, and they were trying to make it. I
yeah.
mean, Beverly Johnson and Janet Dixon made it.
Okay.
But at the time, they were people trying to.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking one side or the other, and I'm not discrediting their stories. But what I'm saying is, you cannot try to take a man who's made a prevalent type of force in this world with his work, and he's iconic, and he has opened doors for a lot of people, not just African American. And now you're coming out with all these stories, and you're gathering together to bring one man down. And I want to say that you have to separate the man from his work. Right. Whatever he did in his personal life, yes, that's an issue, but don't discredit what he has done for television and for people.
But how
in
did
the
they
world.
discredit it? That's just that's
Because
like a trickle down
they
effect.
took the Cosby Show off the air.
But
that's a trickle-down effect.
His new series, they
Exactly.
pulled that from him.
That's his work.
That's trickle-down
That's an
effect
artist's
of-
They're
work.
still allowing him to tour, though. No one has canceled any of his shows.
No, I get
That's
that.
all
You
his own
can't,
choice. But also with that, you guys, Phylicia Rashad, she was in the news last week because she sat down and did an interview.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that she was misquoted in some of it. She sat down with ABC and Nightline. And so take a look at that clip and we'll come back and talk about it.
What has happened is declaration in the media of guilt without proof,
You were quoted online as saying, forget those women.
and that was a misquote. And that is not what I said. What I said is this is not about the women. This is about something else. This is about the obliteration of legacy.
Because some people might think that it was dismissive. that it
I
came
am a
across.
woman. I am a woman. I would never say such a thing.
Who would have a vested interest in attacking the legacy of Bill Cosby?
That's my question too. What happened?
So-
Don't mess
That's
with
with Phylicia
Rashad.
Rashad.
You can bring down Rudy, Theo,
Theo,
Vanessa,
Vanessa,
whoever,
Denise,
Sandra,
Sandra,
Elvin, the two kids,
Whitney and Nelson.
Whitney,
And
right?
then you had what was Denise's husband?
The big tall black
yeah,
guy,
the big-
Olivia's husband.
yeah,
But do not mess
Martin,
with
Martin,
Dabness.
Dabness,
Dabness.
Dabness.
What about
What about Bud? You had Bud too, Bud.
But okay, so
Okay.
from just the main,
Yeah,
cockroach. Yeah.
the main cast of the family show, we've heard things from Keisha Pulliam, Raven Simone, and Phylicia Rashad.
All women.
All women. I don't think we've heard from anyone else.
Nobody wants to
Now,
say anything.
Keisha and Raven, again, were both very young children. They were on the show at that time.
Right.
These women that Bill allegedly, assaulted and everything, these were adult women.
Right.
Right.
Felicia Rashad.
Claire, go ahead. Claire
Claire
Huxtable.
Huxtable. Come on, Felicia Rashad. That wouldn't happen.
That,
No.
yeah, that wasn't
But
never
that is America's
But I think it's also
That
a
is,
certain,
yeah.
it was
True.
probably a certain respect
It
that
was
he had
probably-
for
exactly.
her.
Yeah.
And again, this is alleged, not even saying he did this to anyone, but why do you think now, because I think everyone was looking for like, is Felicia gonna talk? Why do
Yeah.
you think she chose to talk now, or when she did last week?
I think
I
she's
don't
got
know why.
probably tired of hearing
probably
it
got tired
herself.
of it. But yeah.
Or maybe Bill reached out to her and said, hey, will you say something in my behalf?
But that's a hard. And then, like she said, she got misquoted and people were mad at her. So for her speaking up, I mean, even she came and clarified. It's just all that somebody asking you to do a favor that big. Would you
Yeah, I
do it?
don't think she would have. I don't think she asked.
To be
I would
honest,
do
He
it
asked her.
if I believed.
Yes.
it. I don't
Yeah.
think
I
she would
would
do it if
if
she
she didn't.
knew
You're right.
something was
Right.
foul with
I
his
agree.
wife.
I totally agree
just
with that.
because she believed and it never happened to her doesn't mean it could.
No,
not.
not that it happened to her.
No,
That
one
she
point
doesn't
to
believe
but one
that
thing
actually happened
one
to
thing I do want to
anybody.
say,
Get your life.
Felicia, Raymond, and Keisha, they all in their statement said that that's not the man that they knew.
Right.
Right.
So I gotta read what you just said, Bobby. That's not the person that Bill Cosby portrayed to them. But when he left that set at NBC and went home, we don't know who he was to Camille.
That's
We don't
true.
know who he was
That's
to
true.
strangers. Again, not saying he did it, but people can show you a face and go home and be completely different to their loved ones
That's
or
why.
strangers.
That's why the neighbors they'll say, "Oh, he seemed like such a nice person."
Right.
He's like a
Exactly.
serial
Seemed like
killer.
such a
You
nice
never
person. He
know.
got dead bodies in the basement.
Yeah.
Everybody got
Bill
secrets.
Cosby does not have dead bodies in the basement, okay?
But he got some.
Just-
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Well, right now, again, we are at over 30 women.
30.
Yeah, you know what?
This is like it reminds me of the
See,
Tiger Woods scandal.
exactly.
But kind of how you
Exactly.
said Stephen Collins, he owned up to it. Tiger Woods was like, yeah, I fucked
all
of them.
Yes.
Waffle
But
House.
Bill-
IHOP.
but
Bill isn't
Bill
saying
ain't
anything.
saying
I was going
nothing.
to say
I think
that
that's
earlier. It's well known in Hollywood. But the first is damage control 101. If you get caught doing something, admit to it right off. It goes away quicker, and it's gonna whether it's
People forget about
Hugh
it.
Grant and Divine Brown and the Blue, what you call it. You got on Jay Leno. I did it. It was a stupid thing.
Right.
But next day, it was a no story. They have nothing to go after
Right.
once
Hey,
you
but
admit it.
what
It's
if? What
crazy.
is
To it. It's
this?
over.
I always think crazy, but what if somebody came up and like it happened within like the last 2 years? That'd be crazy though.
Well, right now,
'Cause
all
then
of
they
them,
can go
they
court.
right now, it's
Do you know
all
how old Bill
just-
Cosby is?
He
know how old Bill
could
Cosby
took
is.
8 Viagra
Bill Cosby ain't
and a
gonna
shot
do
of Hennessy.
Listen, if that's Stephen Hawking
No.
can keep having children and the theory of everything,
No,
and he
that's
wouldn't
not a
go.
comparison.
That man could not move.
Comparison. She
Only
could
thing that
not
could
move, but she
move.
could jump. Okay, she jumped on. And whatever. Anyway,
presently, all the alleged charges are way past the statute of limitations.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's just about if he did or if he didn't, because nothing can happen to him.
I was
right.
him,
So
why don't
then,
he
what
sit
is
down-
the point?
If
That's
why
but
don't
that's
he
also
sit
why people
down
are like,
and do
he may have done it. Because what is the point of these women coming out now when they can't get anything?
Right.
It's nothing they can get.
Allegedly,
But
there's
they
one
can get
girl
something.
that's
They
within
can
the-
bring
they
him
can bring
down.
it.
They can
But
bring him
again, what
down.
did they-
But maybe they don't
When you
want
hit a
to.
man's pocket, you hit him where it hurts, honey.
All right, we're gonna
okay.
continue to follow.
That's where it
Hopefully-
hurts.
Hopefully, by next week's show, we don't have more women that came out talking about it. But so next topic. So we're gonna move into Arizona
My
school.
blood pressure high.
I'm
In
gonna
Arizona
say
school,
he
they
makes me.
want to ban
See if that
hip hop
goes with-
from their classrooms.
Wrinkle.
So John Huppenthal, who's the Arizona superintendent, he's been in public instruction since 2012. He is saying that hip hop music illegally promotes ethnic solidarity and the overthrow of the U.S. government by teaching lyrics from rapper KRS-One. Also, in the past, they had
That's your question.
They banned teaching of Mexican history because
Remy one.
they felt it promoted ethnic solidarity. He helped pass the law back in 2010 against Mexican American studies, arguing that the courses they bred resentment against whites. The course, yeah. So what do you guys?
Go
think
ahead,
about
D-Liz.
this?
This your
I don't
topic.
even know where to start. Did you say KRS-One was teaching?
No, they're
lyrics.
teaching
Rap lyrics.
his lyrics.
Yeah.
Are
What?
being-
This is the high school? What class is this?
It's an
What
elementary-
class?
it's
teaching?
why were
It's an
we in it?
elementary school that's teaching hip hop?
They're using hip hop in the teachings of the class because that's what kids relate to. That's kids
because the
listen to music.
majority of music bought by, or rap music is bought by Caucasian
White kids.
kids.
That's true.
So
A
why
white
not?
teacher is using hip hop to teach.
It's just the
class?
teachers in the. It didn't say specifically the teacher was black or white, but they're saying that it promotes ethnic solidarity, teaching hip hop to kids.
I mean,
Go ahead, D-Liz.
I don't know what that means.
I know, right? I
Teaching
mean,
hip hop to kids.
I know in college you can take a hip hop class, but
Right.
as a kid, I don't even know. I mean, I don't know how do you use this.
Like, what are they teaching? Like,
The lyrics.
Like
They're
you,
using
they
lyrics
spit
as a
bars.
joke
They like
and-
up spit bars.
joke.
Can you recite the second
Songs.
verse from 36 Chambers. So like,
I
when
mean,
they-
clearly
maybe
they're not
teaching-
using like lyrics like "busted wide open" or something like that.
Maybe they're using
wide
self.
But there are some hip hop like
Social
Common. If they're using lyrics from like Common or some of these socially conscious hip hop artists that they
Well, if
could
it's Common,
use
then
in the
it's good.
classroom. I mean, I don't know if that's him
It's Common
specifically,
lyrics.
but I would assume that they're using lyrics from specific type of artists.
Glad you got it.
So anyway,
I can't with you tonight.
we posted this question on our Facebook.
I'm like, how common was it? If it's a common course.
We posted the question on our social media,
Jesus, take
and we
the
had
wheel.
some viewers that wanted to chime in on it. So let's take a look at what they had to say.
Should hip hop be studied in school, in the classroom? Absolutely. Hip hop has irony, figurative language, imagery, a lot of literary devices, and I use it in my classroom, and it's relevant. And depending on who the artist is, it can be it can add rigor to the curriculum as well. And not only that, students relate to it, and when students can relate to curriculum, they tend to perform well. So I say this is ridiculous, and it's just another racially motivated
The
tactic.
state of education department is overreacting and overemphasizing lyrics of certain songs as a scare tactic, as well as it's a demonstration of the conservative viewpoints of some members within that state. With the new initiative in education, teaching students to a common core, there was utility in using a variety of literary works and genres of music, especially if lyrics are viewed as poems, to improve students' readiness for college and also making them more well-rounded. From a cultural competency standpoint and diversity and inclusion, it increases the awareness, it increases the knowledge and also encounters of all students within the classroom. The only caveat to this is that to ensure the material is age appropriate and also that harsh words are removed and that they require maybe some form of parental consent.
All right, thank you, Naomi and Chico, for sending those video responses. Both of these are professionals in education. They both work in schools. So
Interesting.
Delius,
That's my name.
you want to chime in on this?
I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, I guess the subject matter. I would love to have one of them would have said what a lesson they taught. For example, I
Yeah.
use this to teach about this.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
I'd
cool.
like to hear, reserve my judgment until I actually hear a lesson. Be like, okay, I see why that would help. But unless
Well,
they're doing like self-destruction or some sort of, you know,
I think if they're, I mean, I don't know, like, I don't know, maybe if I'm sorry.
Are you having a moment for yourself?
If no, I'm just saying, like, I'm the same thing as you saying, like, I don't understand, like, is this like an English class where you're learning how to write, like,
well, it cannot be.
it's
English
probably-
class.
I
It cannot-
mean, well, you know, I would
hip-hop
say
and English
hip-hop
is
with-
not the same
I'm
thing.
talking about educated lyrics. I'm not talking about just
This is
straight,
that's the thing I'm
don't
saying.
like getting lyrics
Honestly,
from
I
hip-hop.
feel like the classroom today, I'm sure, is very different from when we
We
were in the
yes,
classroom.
don't
and
age
these
yourself.
teachers, I see so many stories about bad students or classroom teachers having issues with classrooms. If they're able to use something
To relate.
that is related
Yes.
to students and making them want to learn. And I don't think they're just using random ass 2 Chainz
Songs, yeah,
lyrics.
right, right,
and just
right.
think that are vulgar. They're using socially conscious lyrics from specific artists, which are probably approved, for the curriculum.
And who was the
That's
group?
what I don't
Who was the
get.
group that you mentioned in the article? With the KR?
KRS-One.
Right. So that's an old school.
Yeah.
Right. So they have really.
Well, it was a lot better,
Right,
Yeah,
growing up
education
back in
back
the
in
day.
the old school days.
It was more.
It was more
for-
poetic.
Yeah.
I mean, if my
Right.
teacher would have came in when I was in school that young, quoting hip hop lyrics that I knew from the radio, I probably would have paid attention to versus
Right.
sitting there
Because,
sleep or
now
passing notes or whatever.
I think hip hop is now more about what you have, what you can acquire,
Right.
what you can get. Back in the day, it was more of the struggle,
struggle.
coming up, your environment you grew up in, what was going on around you, as opposed to 2 Chainz and I got this bad and this and all
I
that.
agree, and I think that's like that may be where they're saying that it teaches solidarity because they're fearful that if you're teaching these coloreds, like that they're actually worth something. Then
Ooh, speak on it.
Or we can't have that shit. They can't be thinking they're actually.
Also, so
they
you're
can
going
lead
back
to
to
something.
slavery now, because that's how the
Or we
back
could be
then,
thinking
too.
the total
Ooh.
wrong way. It could be used as a math course or something like that. I mean, if we're like,
I don't know how you can use hip-hop
Tupac was
as a
shot
math
3
course.
times and Biggie was shot 4 times. What is the difference?
I'm gonna stick to it probably being too soon. I'm gonna stick to it probably being English. Then
I'm not saying.
analogies.
Exactly.
It cannot.
Learning.
Hip hop and English don't go together.
So-
Ain't nothing spelled right in hip hop.
Oh,
to be
it's
used for
it's
English.
showing.
All right. So
That's the
God.
problem these days of these kids.
Did you
Can't
say-
spell nothing.
I think it's fine for them to use it.
N-U-F-F-I-N.
You can use
nothing.
oh no, in math you can use
He's with
the
me.
metric system
See?
for drug dealing. I'm
See?
joking.
See?
All right,
no.
So we'll, all right,
How
so
many
you
grams
guys-
of
moving
cocaine
on
does
now.
it take to get
Moving past
arrested?
that.
I'm not talking about
So
that.
moving on, you guys. Our last topic we're gonna cover. So Naya Rivera, she
Oh,
is
Jesus.
in the news now. This
I
literally
really
just
can't.
happened
I don't
today.
fuck with
This all just
you.
happened today. So Naya Rivera was
You little
co-hosting
stupid
The View today, Tuesday, January 13th, and she made a statement calling showering a white people thing. So real quick, I'm gonna just so you guys know exactly what you're talking about. I'm gonna
Wait,
play
did
the
you
clip,
misquote her?
And we'll come back and talk
Yeah,
about
did
it.
you? Is it multiple?
I have a theory about showering, which is I think that white people shower a lot more than ethnic. Really? I think like showering more than once a day or every day is such a white people thing. My mom is half black, half Puerto Rican. She showers every day, so I can say this. But I can say I'm now married to a white man, and he showers a lot, like 2-3 times a day. I'm like, what are you doing? Okay, so the study says, a dermatologist says that you are only supposed to shower once or twice every 3 days. So I'm right on the mark.
She sounds real.
Once or twice
stupid.
every day.
Did that
Naya-
dermatologist graduate?
Like, so
She sound real.
you're supposed to only shower every 2-3 days.
What if you go to the gym?
What
That's
do y'all
why-
think? I was just about to say,
that's
I
why
showered
Big
first
Sean-
thing this morning, and I showered before this show.
That's why Big Sean left her, because her box
Ooh.
was tuna flavored.
Ooh.
Bow. I don't
That's
fuck
how,
with you.
That's how you feel?
I'm just saying, 3 days.
If she wasn't showering for 3 days,
3 days.
oh, out of 7-day period, she showered 3 days.
3 days.
She might have one of those baking soda
Baking
Maxis,
soda.
you know?
Baking soda.
Like a
I
Max-
got
baking
That's what I thought of as soon.
You know? On a string sort of thing.
But I'm just saying, 3 days.
3
Now you
days.
can't be with a chick. that
I'm
showers
sorry.
every 3 days.
I'm part white and I shower at least 4 times a day. Because
4?
I go to the gym.
Okay.
You wake up.
Okay.
I wake up, take a shower, go to the gym, come back, take a shower. If I got to go somewhere, I take another. Like, I go somewhere, I come back and take a shower. But I have to take a shower before I go to bed. Like, I can't get into bed dirty.
But you're on ABC, so that's what they do. I'm just joking.
You know what? You tried me. You tried it. You tried it.
So the thing is, of course, and this happened this morning. So of course, Twitter lit her ass up.
Lit her ass
She
up.
got
Of
a
course.
few things.
What they say?
People they were saying, Naya Rivera, really? Just say white people shower more than ethnic people? Girl, don't speak for us. now white people gonna think we don't shower because of Naya Rivera. And then someone said, who the hell says ethnics? That's what she specifically said. But Naya tweeted back, she said, when you get out of the shower today, get a sense of humor. Love you.
You think she was
I
joking?
disagree.
I
No, she
can't with
said
her.
and then she said, I'm married to a white man and he showers multiple times a day.
I can't.
Naya, that was just very dumb.
Yeah. She
was
sound
very-
real
But I do
stupid.
like 2 a day.
And get back the ring.
Sometimes
Sorry.
3 depends.
She did get back to
Did
ring.
she get the ring back? Or she kept
I
it?
shower and then if I go to, like you said, if I go to the gym,
Yeah.
I shower. I mean, I don't have to do like 4 times a day, but anytime I work out or if I come in, I'm like sweating,
Yeah,
you
you
know,
have
something
to.
miserably, I'm gonna take a shower.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you feel about washing up?
I don't do that.
You mean a
Wash
home
up in the
bath?
sink, you know?
You mean a home bath?
That's not a bird bath.
Bird bath.
That's a bird bath.
Bird bath.
Now listen,
That
if you
mean-
don't have
It
any
take more
running,
time to do that.
if,
You might as
if
well
your
get in the
shower's
shower.
not
That
working,
mean you-
yes, you can do
Yeah,
that. But
if
if your
you got-
shower's
if you
working,
got
get in
plumbing
the
issues.
shower.
Well, go in there and wash up, mama. You say, go wash up.
All right, y'all.
Go get in the shower.
We're gonna go. We'll be right back, you guys, with viewer questions for you.
Everybody is on. Shots, 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 shots. Everybody. Shots, 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 shots.
And we're black.
All right, you guys, welcome back. So now we're gonna move to viewer questions. Are you guys ready?
Let's
Yes,
do it.
let's do it.
Anybody need a drink before we get into this? Because people got problems.
Shirley Temples.
All right, so our first
Lemonade.
viewer question.
Oh boy, here we go.
Dear Taco Talk Tuesday, I'm currently in an awkward situation.
Okay.
I'm a 26-year-old female with 2 college degrees and a very good career. However, when it comes to dating and relationships, I struggle. Last summer, I met a very smart, good-looking 30-year-old man that I became sexually involved with. He's the ideal man that every woman would want. College educated, multiple degrees, good income, incredible personality, no kids, attractive, and amazing in bed. I would like to express my feelings to my sex buddy, but I fear that things will get awkward and I fear being rejected. Not to mention, I will possibly risk losing his bed skills. I know I should respect myself, but sometimes females need to be sexually satisfied too. What should I do? Who want to chime in?
Why does she
go
think
ahead,
that a
man.
relationship with this guy? I wonder.
Wait,
be
so
the
is
end of it.
she's in a relationship with him? They're
She's
together?
in a sexual relationship.
They're in a sexual
with him.
relationship or they're in a relationship?
She said, I met a guy, however, when it comes to dating relationships, I struggle. Last summer, I met a guy and became sexually involved with him.
So that's all they have going
That's
on.
what that's all the information.
Where did she meet him at?
She got dignitized.
Look, you going too far. She's having good sex and want to know, should she tell him she like him or leave it as it is?
Why
would
but
you?
of course she likes him. They're having sex.
Right. Yeah, that seems.
You're not gonna have
What does
sex.
sex have to do with Sex is
Wait.
just sex.
She
No.
dignitized.
Sex
for
is
a
just
woman.
not sex, boo. Not for a woman. Okay.
Yeah, that- and
now
you know
listen,
what? And that
you
is
do
the woman's
have
problem.
you do have women that
But
can separate
dudes say that's a
emotions.
problem?
That is
Oh,
that
you hear-
woman's
No,
problem.
That's a woman's problem.
That is that woman's
Listen,
problem.
Oh,
there
okay.
there are women that can have sex and can separate emotion from it. Yes, but then most
God bless
women,
them.
most women come with emotions and feelings when they have sex. So for her, she's in a difficult situation because she likes him on a whole nother level that he probably likes her, and expressing that to him to make the relationship go somewhere is what she's worried about.
That's what she
So-
wants to know. Should she say something?
Yeah.
Or
I
should
think she
keep it as
should.
is?
I think she
say
should.
so.
I
But
think
should
she
she think
should.
so? Bobby,
Should
do
she
you
be?
think so?
Should she be okay as a
Do you
dude?
think so?
As a dude,
No, not as a dude, but for her. Do you think she should or she
I think
should?
she
yes.
should. I think
if that's
she
how she
should.
feels, she should because
She's only going to get deeper into her
Exactly.
feelings, and
True.
it's going to
But I
hurt
think you
her.
can
It's going to
read-
damage
I think
her.
you can read when somebody is feeling you back. You can tell if they're just in it for the sex. Like if
I mean,
after
he
y'all
feeling
have
you when
sex,
he in
if
there,
after
but
y'all
he
have
may
sex,
not
they
be
like,
after.
oh, so you ready to go, or they insinuate something that means
Yeah,
get
but
out
if
of my
they're
house.
but if they're having pillow talk and they're talking about 5-year plans and all that, that stuff.
we didn't
then-
get that much information.
But I'm just
that's
saying
what
that
we
could be
got. I
the
wish I had-
situation because no girl's gonna just have sex and then let the man kick her out. I mean that's just not what we do.
She should tell him if the sex is that good for both of them. He's probably not going anywhere anyway.
Anytime soon, right.
Even if she's like, "Oh, I want to be with you," he's like, "Well, that's not what I'm thinking." So you want to go upstairs and have sex? He's not going anywhere.
right.
I think she should say something now before it goes any further
True.
because it can actually hurt her. It could actually break her heart and she can get too involved. And then
What she
And I
should
just
do
think-
is say, "You know what? We've been sex buddies for so long. I'm pregnant. Let's just go ahead and get married right now."
No, let's
We gotta
not try
go-
to trap the man. Don't try to trap the
What she
man.
gonna do?
What were you
I
gonna
think
say?
what she gonna do?
Don't trap the
I can hear
man.
it.
I think like as a reformed male whore, I always say that as a
Oh,
reformed male whore, as a reformed what you say,
go ahead.
as a
I'm not- I
reformed
go-
male whore, I say
Quitter.
A male
that-
whore? You're a male.
I say that you want to know because you want to know what you're dealing with, and at the same time, that gives him a chance to give a rebuttal. Like if he's like leaning that same way towards a relationship or something more serious, he can say yay, or if not, he can be like, okay, I need to bag back. I need to fall back.
Right. No,
Follow
I
up
think
there.
they should have a conversation
You know what I'm
about it.
saying?
I think she
Okay.
should bring it up and allow him to say how he feels. Because I think right now, men, it's easy for men to just to get something and play with it and not have to really commit to it. That's really easy for y'all. But for women, we need some type of,
And he's 30. He should be more able to deal with it. He's 30. He should
So
Right.
my
Squeaky wheel gets the
diagnosis
nut.
is that
Is that wrong?
I missed it.
Squeaky wheel gets the nut.
I say
squeaky wheel.
I think
I can't. I can't.
no, I think y'all are
Squeaky
crazy.
wheel gets the
Yeah, I
nuts.
think that she needs to just leave it as is. Again, I think you can tell, you can feel when
Come
somebody's
on,
like,
Jeffrey, really?
I'm just
Okay,
saying,
so
why can't- what's
example,
wrong with
so
this?
if
What's wrong
we,
with-
if hypothetically,
Okay.
we were in a sexual relationship
Okay.
and I'm feeling you and I'm like, yeah, he's
you
an
would know if
ideal
I'm feeling you
man.
back in the romantic sense, or if I'm just like, this is.
You
some
could be
good
feeling me.
ass.
You could be feeling me all you want in the bedroom, but when we come out for breakfast and omelets
Exactly.
in the morning,
If-
I need to know where your
but
head is at.
If I'm grabbing my pants, my book bag, and I'm running out the door like, right after I eat your damn breakfast, then I'm not necessarily looking to be with you.
But why not? If I'm a good woman.
But she still needed.
See, now you're going to something different. See, that's
Why? But why?
I mean,
If I'm a
it
good
depends.
woman,
Why
if I'm a
can't it
good
just be
woman,
sex,
if I got a
though?
lot going on,
Because
and
I'm not ready. I'm not
Well,
ready.
just say that. Then you're not ready for this. If you're
But
not
you
ready
gotta say
for
something
this,
But then you mess
first.
up. So then
No.
you mess up the sex thing because she said she was getting some good sex. So if she say something, she gonna mess that up.
Listen.
and now she
no,
back
because
out
you
to
can know you're not
female.
gonna mess up the sex because you can say, okay, well, you know what, this is just gonna be a sex
I'm not going to have sex with
relationship.
you when you told me you falling for me.
No, because
and
then
you got these
no,
feelings.
because you have to learn how to
she's
separate
a-
sex from emotions.
I
Women
have.
can do
That
that.
woman hasn't.
No,
Yeah.
women can do that. Okay, women
Apparently.
definitely can do that.
No, you don't.
No, some women can do that.
No.
Most women cannot.
No
But
woman can do that.
I can do that. I
Okay.
totally can do
Okay.
that.
Why?
Well,
No,
again,
not lies.
No,
No,
okay.
I'm
She
just
should,
saying.
if she does say something, she has to be ready to possibly lose that sex or that whatever.
There's a plethora
because-
of it out here. She can find it
But
somewhere
she
else.
likes that, and most women they don't like to
Plethora.
just sleep around as men do.
The fact that she's thinking that way says she can't keep going on that way for much longer.
Exactly.
So she's gonna have to
Obviously-
say something.
So,
obviously
you know,
this is-
speak up, but also just be prepared. He might
Yeah,
not feel the
he
same
might.
way, so I might lose the sex
Right.
and the
Well, then
possibility.
she
of
lose it then. I mean,
Yeah.
you want the sex or you want a ring and a happy life?
My motto:
and
relax,
wife.
relax.
Hey,
Just saying, single ladies.
Reply to her. Hey, I'm gonna
All the
reply.
single ladies.
I'm out here. And
Alright.
I'm free.
No, okay.
All right,
You know why
guys,
you free? 'Cause you
moving
feel
on,
crazy.
moving on, you
You
guys.
ain't even
So,
see who it was.
Oh,
She
next
gave you
question, right?
Come on.
You gonna chuck you down.
Had me some lonely nights in Mid City.
Next question. All right, next question. So, I'm 18 and I have a 10-year-old brother who's lost his mind. You gotta hear the story. I gotta hear it though. I live with both of my.
Lost his mind.
I'm 18. We have a 10-year-old brother who lost his mind. We live with both of our parents who are very good parents, but I need some advice. My little brother spazzes out a lot. He talks back to my mother. When she asks him, "What did you say?" He'll be like, "You know what I said, so why are you asking me?" At times, I just wish he was my son so I could slap the hell out of him.
Let me tell you
Every
something.
time he disrespects my mom, she doesn't do anything. She made an appointment for him to see a therapist, but he claims
Therapist?
but
So
he
this is a
claims-
non-black
Y'all, he claims he's not gonna go. My father is there, but he knows better than to ever disrespect my father the way he does my mother. He's consistently disrespecting her, telling her leave me alone, don't talk to me, I don't care, I hate you, punches walls, and everything else. What should I do, or how do I talk to my mom about this?
Okay,
First of all,
first
this is a non-black family, obviously.
Clearly, because he need a whooping.
He
Once
need
you
to
whoop
down.
a child once, that's it. You ain't
What
got to
time
whoop
of-
them no
This is
more.
my question.
I
Why
grew
is
up
the-
on an extension cord and a switch and a hanger
Extension cord, switch,
and a belt, everything.
whatever
okay?
was near.
So you anything, a shoe, an
A
iron,
shoe.
anything
Anything.
that can hit you
Anything.
real
Hot
good.
breeze.
Hot-
Where you from?
exactly,
I don't know about
Chicago.
that.
So we don't play with that. You don't talk to your mama any kind of way unless you want to
No.
lose your life.
Even today, I'm 28 years old. I don't talk to my mother any
I
kind of
can't
way.
even curse at my mama or
My
say
mom-
anything
I'm
like
33 and I
that.
don't talk to my mom like that.
My mama, look, I talk to my sister about my mother, but I'm not
Exactly.
going to talk to my mother.
Exactly.
And my mama slapped the shit out of me the day I left for college.
That's because you were a difficult
You better
child.
bring home some A's.
You were a difficult
Right.
child.
No, but seriously, on this one, this kid, I've always said this when people are raising kids. I watch kids when they're like 3 and 4 talking back. If you don't nip that in the
the
bud,
bud, then-
when they're young,
Yes.
don't be trying to discipline a
cannot.
child at 10 and 12.
This goes
Yeah.
back
Don't
to
be
Adrian
trying to do it.
Peterson.
Oh,
4 years
Well-
old, you got to give it to him.
Well,
yeah, but that was
Yeah,
different.
well-
But that was a little
What-
4-year-old
Yeah.
child.
But
Man,
no,
you gotta,
I
he
mean-
wasn't talking back.
Yeah.
He was, having situations at
he
school.
kind of looked like that
with
slave in
girls.
12 Years a Slave.
Yeah.
So that was that's
He
much.
beat
That's
him.
wrong.
Look,
That's
look.
wrong. But we
Look.
all got beat when we were
We got
kids. We
beat.
got beat
I
to
got
the point
beat.
where we couldn't sit
Nah, I got
down.
beat.
We went to school with welts and bruises on it, and
And
they
you
didn't
got-
call child
in the
services.
hood,
You
not
just
back
You got
sat
whooped in the
down
hood,
and you
and all your homies see
exactly,
you like, ooh.
exactly. When no child
But you know,
services,
the
one
thing
of
is, I
that.
think that has a part to do with technology going everywhere because shit goes viral. Like somebody get whooped, they gonna post a picture on Facebook.
People these days
everybody
put it on
gonna see
Facebook
Back
because-
then, it
Right.
used to be some shit like, okay, you got whooped, but you couldn't screenshot it when
Right.
we were younger and put it up for the world to
You
see.
couldn't. I mean,
And then you
unless
get
you
your
wore
ass
some
whooped
shorts
if you did
outside,
that.
right? Exactly. But
in this situation, okay, my thing is, if he's getting out of line, maybe they should just, if he know he can't talk to the dad like that, tell the dad, hey, this fool is out of line. Whoop his ass. Whatever the dad does,
I'm thinking
they
they must
tell
be
him.
separated.
Right.
yeah, they must not be in the
I think
same.
it's
Yeah,
separate.
yeah.
Must be in the same house.
But see, my dad and mom was separated, but my dad never put a hand on me. But my mom, like, even though they weren't together, she would, I'm gonna call your dad, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna chill.
But maybe because they're not together, this is causing his behavior.
That could be true.
And that's why they
That
want to
could
send
be.
him to a psychologist or a therapist or something.
Well, she
But
said
if
the
you
daddy
just
is in the house.
if you
there.
just slap
Yeah.
him one
You don't
good
disrespect
time, just knock the life out
I
of him
think I
once.
also have the problem
He'll be fine.
because this is obviously it's the sister, the other child writing in. How does mother feel about this? And if mother has a problem with it, is mom saying anything to daddy about it? Because they said the child wouldn't dare disrespect daddy. So is daddy saying anything like, why you talking to your mom like that?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, why?
Probably
like,
not. Probably
They gotta tell him.
There's probably issues between the mother and the father, which is trickling down to the child, which is why they're acting
And
out.
he's holding
And so-
resentment.
and they're
to the
right,
mom.
and
What grade
so-
is 10 years old? What grade are you in at that point?
Like third, fourth?
It's a-
grade to get beat. And that's what it is.
Yeah, basically.
10 years old, that's still the grade to get beat.
As
Fourth or fifth, you're in fourth or fifth grade.
Okay,
Right.
but real quick, her question was, what should she do or say to her mom about this? What should she say to her mom, Delius?
You need to get up here.
Daphne,
Get up in
what
his
you say to her
ass.
mom? Daphne, what you say to her mom?
To tell the father, I think.
Bobby.
Go ahead.
I think.
But is the mother really gonna listen to the child? If the child say
I think she should
with the other
probably
child,
say something to the father.
Tell the father and to step in because this might be a crucial time in the child's life that the father needs to be present
and talk to them together. Like, hey, this your mom. Respect women. Respect your mother. Blah blah blah.
I also watch a lot of those shows on cable with the where they go to that prison.
Oh yeah, scare them straight.
They send them kids to scare straight when they done committed violent crimes.
He's punching.
If it's a violent crime, when you talking to me any kind of way, you about to lose your life. It's gonna be a real violent crime. I'm gonna send you down to the penitentiary so you can understand what's going on.
Hopefully y'all get this together. We ain't got to hear back from y'all. So that's all the time we have for viewer questions today. You guys send us your questions. TacoTalkTuesday@gmail.com. We're gonna be right back with what we are obsessed with this week.
Got the club going up on a Tuesday. Got your girl in the cut and she Tuesday. Club going up on a Tuesday. Got your girl in the cut and she Tuesday. Club going up on a Tuesday. Got your girl.
All right, so right now this is the point of the show where we let you guys know exactly what we have been obsessed with this week, and we are going to start with Bobby. Bobby, tell us what you are obsessed with.
I've been obsessed with the playoffs, football.
Clearly, you said it several times.
I'm just happy that the Dallas Cowboys lost and all the fans back home. And I know you're from Dallas, but she's off camera, but whatever. So I'm just glad because the fans make me really hate. I don't hate the Cowboys. I hate the fans. So I'm just happy that they lost and they're out of there. And yeah, for the last week, that's what I've been obsessed with.
All right, definitely.
I'm a hater. Yes.
I hate to admit it, but I am obsessed with social media, Instagram especially. I'm an addict. It's the first thing I check in the morning, and I'm trying to work on it.
It's okay.
I even tried to not have access to my social media, but it didn't really do me. Give me my phone. Give me my phone.
Give
me my phone.
This is the first step.
You're going to have a first step to the hospital if you don't put my phone back.
She's addicted to Instagram.
No, I think social media has kind of really taken over our society, and we do everything like we don't. I sleep with my phone, which is very, very sad.
You sleep when you say you sleep.
I heard that on Dr. Oz today.
I sleep with it's like right next to my bed, so as soon as I turn over, I can just check it
and
at any given moment.
Too.
Yeah,
so
it's just,
I'm gonna stop you for just 1 second. I'm sorry, but Dr. Oz said today that's bad. You should have it at least 5 feet away from you. But go ahead. Sorry.
I'm trying to share my addiction.
I know, but I'm worried about your health. I'm worried about your health.
Lose her, yeah.
But yeah, that's my addiction, and it's okay. I'm working on me.
Okay.
I'm working on me. I'm working on me.
And we're here to support you, everybody.
D-List.
Thank you, Bobby.
My obsession this week is this new song by Joe.
Yes, I love me some
lose
her.
There'll be a hole in your soul. There'll be no grave
deep enough to bury the pain.
Ooh, if you
Lose her.
That's my song.
That right there, Joe.
Free performance right there. Y'all ain't even have to pay for it. This is a Grammy Award.
Grammy
I come
Awards and Rethus.
I'm gonna be opening for All for One. Coming to a theater or concert, whatever.
Does he have an album coming out?
We do have a new album coming out.
Does he have a song you were talking about?
Go ahead.
I guess he does. I ain't trying to promote him though.
No, he just dropped his album, Bridges. And it's phenomenal. Joe is so underrated, but he is so dope. He is so talented.
Like the first time I heard that song on the radio, you know, you feel something. It's like, oh.
You be like, who is that artist and where can I download that song? And I just need it in my life.
Right. What is it called again?
Bridges.
If you lose her.
Bridges is the album.
Bridges is the album. Okay.
Yeah.
So you got an album coming too?
And now you have an album coming out too.
We have a new 20th anniversary CD
that's
coming out this year.
Hey!
Hashtag 20. Hopefully when it comes out, that'll still be relevant.
Hashtag J Sweet Chalet. Hey. All right, and y'all. What I'm obsessed with this week, mine kind of plays into Daphne. This is that Chicago thing.
Baby, Chi-Town stand up.
For me, it's not social media in general. It's a specific thing. On Instagram, it's this girl. Her page is Call Me Schizo, and she posted a video last week. It's titled "When You Trying to Leave the Club, but the DJ is too turned up."
Yes.
So I'm gonna play that for y'all. And then we come back and talk about it. This shit gotta be fun.
She told me smack her on the booty. I'm in love with the coco.
Yes.
I cannot
Yes.
stop watching that damn.
I was
video.
having to watch that shit like 80 times.
I've literally, I downloaded it to my phone. Like I have that video saved on my phone. It's
So
just
you're kinda
so
like-
funny.
Will you send that to me? I've never
So
seen
you're kind of
that.
like schizo.
So
Yeah.
you're obsessed.
You're
I'm
obsessed.
like I
Really
am
obsessed.
literally obsessed.
That's a really
with
good
that.
video. There's some really good videos,
It's
but that was
so
a good one.
Hers is good. Like the way that when she stuck her head out of the
Yeah.
frame, like she's trying to leave. First thing you see pop back in is her head. She's like, "What?"
Yes, because that's the first thing you do when you that song come on. You be like, wait, hold up, I gotta get this one last dance in.
She has gotten over 10,000 plus likes for that.
wow.
She's been
That's
retweeted by
crazy.
celebrities. I know she put out like Eva Marcel, retweeted her. Or I mean, I'm sorry, not retweeted, but reposted her Instagram video and everything. That video is the best thing I've seen in 2015. It makes me laugh every day.
That's
This weekend
funny.
it was raining in LA.
So
That
you-
video made me smile.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Can you play it again?
Play one more time.
Play one more time.
Send me that.
Just so we can turn up. We can
With
turn
the
up.
music.
Turn up.
With the
Turn up.
music.
One more time.
Grabbing on my tootie. She told me smack her on the booty. I'm in love with the coco. Holla at me. Ain't you being some
That
hot?
thing was the absolute
That
best
shit's
that I've ever
hilarious.
seen. in
Oh,
my
I
life.
need to watch that.
All right, y'all. So thank you. I want to thank y'all
It's
for
over?
coming in
Wait,
again.
no.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
it.
we got other topics.
No, that's all the
we got
time.
other
That's
topics.
all the time.
No, we ain't got other topics.
So to see, that means y'all gotta
We
come
got, they got
back.
questions for
Come
us.
back. We here now.
They want to know more about what's
I want to
happening.
thank
shit go
y'all
by
so
fast,
much
right?
for coming.
Oh,
y'all.
come on, Jeffrey,
So
really?
again, y'all, everybody, let everybody know where they can find y'all, what you have going on.
Go ahead, Delia, since you the big one.
You can find me at the club. You been turned up. That's a lie. I don't actually do the
Is
club
that the
thing.
hip hop you use in the classroom?
Right. That's
Okay.
the there's the English. You find me on tour. Yeah. Find me on tour with All for One 20th anniversary tour and celebration this year at Blackface on Twitter. BLAKFAS.
Yeah. You guys can find me on The Fosters,
Fosters.
ABC Family. The winter
Fancy.
premiere comes on January 19th.
Fancy.
I'm also doing a play called Under the Freeway. I play a bipolar homeless woman, which is a really great role. That's going to be on February 28th at the City of Refuge. You can find me on Facebook at Daphne MC, on Twitter at Daphne M. Clark, and on Instagram at DaphMC29.
You have
It is a
different
social
you have
media
different
for-
social media handles. For
I
everything.
do,
You
because I
make it
have two
hard.
last names, and it's really hard to juggle both. Thanks, Mom. Appreciate it. And I have a hyphenated last name, so that's the struggle. It's
All
okay.
right, Bobby.
Everything Twitter, Instagram is real simple and easy and.
Really? Is that,
You
is
know,
that
I'm
shade?
just saying.
Is that shade?
Slight. Bobby Ray Jr. like Bobby Ray Jr. Bobby Ray Jr.
country.
And then I am talking from Texas.
Another Ray
country.
J.
Texas.
Bobby Ray? Bobby Ray? That's
Bobby
your
Ray.
Bobby Ray
Bobby,
Collins.
Bobby Ray?
Carly.
Carly. Time to kill.
Jr. And then BeyondDapper.com. Don't even. She's looking like what? Nah. BeyondDapper.com, the blog, read everything. So
All right,
yeah, that's
y'all can
Beyond
find
Dapper. I bet you got a lot of bow ties.
True.
He does, yeah.
Country self.
And everybody, y'all know y'all can find me at Jeffro5 and also right here on Taco Talk Tuesday. Thank y'all for coming
Thank
again.
you,
I've said
Jeffrey.
it
This
several
was fun.
times. I really
great to be
appreciate you
back.
guys.
Yes.
You guys send us emails with your questions. If you want to be on the panel, just email us. It's tacotalktuesday@gmail.com. And
Send
we
in
will catch you.
videos.
Send in videos, viewer videos. We love those.
I can finally eat my taco.
Right. We'll see you guys next week.